This is Anchal Lala. Welcome to my series of videos. In my previous videos, I have already spoken about what is communication, from where it has originated, what are the different principles of effective communication, what are the different objectives of communication. Today, let us start with the new series, new chapter, that is channels of communication. Now, when we are going to talk about channels, is how do we reach to our receiver. Channels of communication are broadly categorized into two types: formal communication, formal channel of communication, and informal channel of communication. Formal channel is when we are going to talk about working hours at our workplace, professionally, when we communicate to our lower authorities, to our higher authorities, or to our subordinates and our colleagues and all. That is whole communication happening at workplace is formal channel of communication. And this is further categorized into two types: vertical channel of communication and horizontal channel of communication. Symbolically, vertical channel is represented in this way: two arrows, one pointing towards upward direction and the other pointing towards downward direction. Horizontal channel is symbolically represented in this way: one channel facing towards left side, one arrow facing towards right hand side. So this is horizontal channel of communication. Vertical channel is further divided into two subtypes: upward channel and downward channel of communication. And informal channel is only one type of communication, that is grapevine, which is happening purely during non-working hours. Even if it happens at workplace, it happens purely during lunch hours, traveling hours, which says that it is happening during non-working hours. We will talk about informal channel of communication, that is grapevine, in my next video. Right now we will just concentrate on the formal channel of communication, that is vertical, horizontal, and further upward and downward channel of communication. We will try to understand the whole scenario of formal communication with the help of a simple example. There are n number of workplaces where the communication is happening all the time. We have taken a small simple example. Say for example, in Mehta and Brothers Private Limited Company, there are people working at different designations. So the people working under different designations are somehow like this: managing director, manager, assistant manager, senior engineer, junior engineer, and supporting staff. Say for example, tune, household help, something like that, cleaners, etc. comes in supporting staff. Now when we are going to say that the communication flows from supporting staff to junior engineer, from junior engineer to senior engineer, from senior engineer to assistant manager, from him to manager, and from him to managing director. That says that the communication is flowing from the lowest authority to the highest authority. This particular flow of communication from lowest authority to the highest authority is known as upward channel of communication. And similarly, when managing director is going to talk something to manager, he further communicates the same thing to assistant manager. He communicates to senior engineer, this person in turn to junior engineer, and this person in turn to supporting staff. In short, when the communication flows from the highest authority to the lowest authority, this particular flow of communication is in the downward direction. Remember that if the communication strictly and purely flows from lower to higher and from higher to lower, it will always have lots and lots of flaws and demerits. Now, if you really want to talk about the demerits of upward channel of communication, probably when the lower authority is giving some kind of information to the other authority and he in turn to other, while it reaches to the highest authority, it will lose all its charm. This is basically because of certain factors such as jealousy, certain other factors such as enmity. The information keeps on filtering at each and every stage, which is known as filtering of information. Like how when we try to filter water in a water purifier, all the impurities, all the things just remain and the other part is flown into the next compartment. Similarly, if supporting staff wants to communicate some 10 things, he will give it to the junior engineer. Junior engineer, because of own selfish purposes, jealousy, enmity, or maybe because of forgetful nature, gives only 8 to senior engineer. Those 8 points are given in turn by him to assistant manager, and only 6 are with him now. Now 6 points out of 6 he is giving only 5 to him. While it reaches to the managing director, literally the 10 points become 4. This is known as filtering or damage of the information or the damage of the message. This happens because of jealousy, enmity, something like that. Similarly, when downward communication is there, and if managing director wants to communicate something to supporting staff, the same thing will happen. Filtering of information, damage of information, enmity, jealousy, less IQ level, fear factor, shyness factor. There are many problems which are coming into the picture, and upward and downward communication, if it is strictly followed, there are lots and lots of limitations and demerits. We'll talk about how to remove all these barriers and demerits or limitations in my upcoming video. Thank you so much. Happy learning.